He did that on purpose. You are the only you there is. You are one of a kind. You are a designer original. Never before in all creation has there ever been a miracle like you, and there will never be another you. That's amazing, isn't it? And you would think that being the one and only you is something to be proud of, and it is. But society and people you see on TV and those glamorously retouched photos in magazines, even the other kids at school can make us think that unique equals wrong, and that's just wrong. Part of being real, being for real, is just about recognizing what makes you special and honoring it. And here's a secret. It's probably the one thing you would change about yourself if you had the chance. Maybe you have wild curly hair like me, but you wish it was straight. Or maybe you're too short or too tall or too thin or too fluffy, as I like to call it. But I ask you, who decided that? Who decided how much is too much or not enough? Who says? And what do they know anyway? Let me tell you a story. When I was in 5th grade, my family moved to a new city, and it was like arriving on a different planet. I grew up in the inner city, and this was the suburbs. Talk about culture shock. Everybody looked so glamorous and so cool, and I wasn't. I had the wrong hair, braids, and the wrong clothes, hand-me-downs, which meant an invitation to hang with the popular kids was probably not going to come my way. And I thought about trying to fit in, but an interesting thing happened. I realized that most of the popular kids were trying their best to fit in too. They were all wearing the same thing and laughing at the same jokes and wearing their hair the same way, and they didn't look too happy either. Trying to fit in looked exhausting, and I decided that I'd rather be me and wear braids and my vintage hand-me-downs and laugh at the jokes that I thought were funny, even if it meant I was laughing alone. But I didn't have to laugh alone. Instead, I found a group of wonderful friends who were each unique in their own way, and we weathered the storms and triumphs of middle school, junior high, and high school together. I'm still friends with most of them today, and they're all still unique and funny and, yes, cool in their own way. The same thing happened once I moved to LA and started acting. As you can see, I'm not the typical Hollywood starlet. I'm a bit shorter and fluffier than the norm. And as for clothes, I'm a bit too comfort-focused to ever be considered a fashionista or particularly glamorous. Again, it was tempting to want to change to fit in, but then I remembered what I learned in school. Life is not about fitting in. It's about celebrating what's awesome about you, because the world has never and will never see a miracle exactly like you again. Think about that. No, really think about it. How awesome is that? Now, it turns out I work as an actress because I don't look like everybody else, and I've even begun to see more folks with bodies like me and hair like me getting acting jobs. My